In 1993, the FAA started warning pilots to stay away from a certain section of airspace over Alaska. The U.S. government was experimenting with a new breed of high-altitude electronic technology that was significantly altering the Alaskan airspace. The experiments continue to this day, and critics are warning that this project could have global effects that will destroy our planet. Just outside the small town of Gakona stands an enormous and seemingly harmless antenna farm. It is a $100 million Air Force project known as HARP, and critics of the soon-to-be completed facility charge it just may turn out to be the ultimate doomsday machine. HARP is an acronym for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program.
All the military have communications, surveillance, navigation systems whose paths either traverse the ionosphere or reflect from it. What we're interested in is what is the effect of a large input of energy on the ionosphere.
1961. President John F. Kennedy speaks about weather control and satellite technology at the United Nations General Assembly.
And as we extend the rule of law on Earth, so must we also extend it to man's new domain, outer space. To this end, we shall urge proposals extending the United Nations Charter to the limits of man's exploration in the universe, reserving outer space for peaceful use, prohibiting weapons of mass destruction. We shall propose further cooperative efforts between all the nations in weather prediction and eventually in weather control. We shall propose, finally, a global systems of communication satellites linking the whole world in telegraph and telephone and radio and television. The day need not be far away when such a system will televise the proceedings of this body to every corner of the world for the benefit of peace.
This is The Big Picture, an official television report to the nation from the United States Army. Now, to show you part of the big picture, here is Sergeant Stuart Queen.
The English poet Ford Madox Ford once asked a question which has plagued military men since the dawn of history. He wrote, "Sometimes wind and sometimes rain. Then the sun comes back again. Sometimes rain and sometimes snow. Goodness, how we'd like to know why the weather alters so." The Army's need to know more and more about weather that surrounds this planet is a vital part of the expanded research program of atomic weapons. We all talk about the weather. The Army is doing something about the weather.
This footage is 100 years old. What you are seeing is the early origins of government experiments with chemtrails and geoengineering. Imagine the advances that have been made over the last century.